protect yourself. I deal with COVID the same way I deal with driving. It's not that I'm worried about myself. I'm worried about other people. And I also understand that other people are idiots. And there's a lot of people in the world currently that are really politicizing these things. And you know what they say. People who aren't compliant with at least 50% of the COVID, CDC recommendations, it goes hand in hand with something else.
Yo, what up? It's your boy Rob coming back at you once again with another video. So before we get started, you already know what to do. If you're not subscribed to the channel, make sure you hit the bell icon twice. Smash the like button. Share this video out to all of your followers. Watch it all the way through to the end and click the links at the end of the video. It's really important. I need y'all to watch it all the way through and click a link at the end of the video. If you're subscribed, click the square. If you're not subscribed, click the circle. That is the best way for us to get the channel to grow, and it's growing amazingly. I mean, people are watching entire videos. Like this is great. So keep it up, share it out. I need y'all to drop some comments, and what I need y'all to tell me is when a good day and time for a live stream is. I need y'all to put that in the comments of the next couple videos, because until analytics tells me the highlighted times, I'm not planning on going live. But if you guys can give me a good time, I will schedule something and we will get it popping and have a good broadcast, get some callers in. We'll have some fun, all right? But for now, let's talk about the Delta variant and some of the symptoms that it has in comparison to the original strain of COVID-19. And I got a trivia question that I need somebody to answer for me in the comments. What strain is the original strain of COVID? Isn't it interesting how now we're talking about these different strains? And before, all we did was we called it COVID-19. Now I got a question for everybody. Why do you think that would be? Why is that? All right. This is an article from Channel 6, WBRC. All right. So it says doctors say that the Delta variant has different symptoms than the original COVID-19 strain. All right. And this is from Birmingham, Alabama. Doctors say the symptoms of the Delta variant may look a bit different than the original COVID-19 strain. So pay attention. Symptoms of the Delta variant may look a bit different than the original COVID-19 strain. Now, that's important. So we need to take note of this. All right. Symptoms can overlap, making it hard to tell which variation you have, and can look a lot like the common cold or allergies. Now, that's really important. Headaches, fevers, shortness of breath, those are things that people are going to commonly have. But what we see with the Delta variant, all right, so pay attention. What we see with the Delta variant so far has been that you're a bit more likely to have sore throat, sinus congestion, and a little bit more likely to have a runny nose. All right, so there's some specific things with the Delta variant: sore throat, sinus congestion, and a little bit more likely to have a runny nose. So what this is saying is that the symptoms of the Delta variant, it has symptoms in common with the common cold or allergies. So if you're going through your day and all of a sudden you say, I need to take a Benadryl, or I need to take a Zyrtec, or I need to take a Claritin, you may just want to do a nasal swab just to be on the safe side, to make sure that you're not dealing with the Delta variant. Because remember, in this article, it says that the Delta variant has symptoms similar to the common cold or to allergies. And people tend to take those kind of medications like Benadryl, Claritin, or Zyrtec to deal with things like runny nose, itchy throat, sneezing, and coughing. Okay, so if you are taking those and you find yourself with a sudden onset, stop, remember this video, and say, you know what, let me just be on the safe side. Let me just check and make sure I'm not dealing with COVID. Now, we know that no content on this channel is alternative or to replace CDC recommendations. Follow CDC recommendations, always see your physician. The things that we talk about in this video, if you notice those for yourself, report those to your physician. You know, you should be seeing a physician or a physician's assistant or a nurse practitioner to get that test. So you would be contacting your physician. Sometimes we have to think for YouTube, okay? Excessive sneezing. See, I just said that. Excessive sneezing is another Delta variant symptom, all right? But one telltale sign, long considered a hallmark of the virus, is less common with the Delta variant, all right? Now, this is interesting. What it says is that we haven't been seeing the loss of taste or smell quite as much as we did before with the original strain, all right? Now, that's important because that was really a huge telltale sign. When people would say, you know, I lost my sense of smell, or, you know, I lost my taste, I can't taste anything, all right? So there's another tweet, all right? And I'm going to flip the screen to this tweet real quick. And it's from the Baltimore Sun, all right? And I already have bought a bunch of subscriptions to a bunch of different newspapers. I don't have a subscription to the Baltimore Sun. And your boy is kind of tight on funds. You know, super chats, Cash Apps, PayPals, those help. If I were to get one, I would definitely invest it in the Baltimore Sun. I would do a video on this article, and then I would continue to get content from the Baltimore Sun and do articles with that as well. That's literally how I've gotten all of the information that I got. Like I said, I always use my donations, my super chats, my things like that, Cash Apps and PayPals. I literally use those to reinvest directly into the platform. And if you're not familiar with my channels, anybody who's been a long-term subscriber to my other channels will definitely tell you that this is absolutely true. So if you guys want a video about this, this is as much as I can get right here. All right. And what it says is the increased attention afforded to smell loss as a chronic condition has prompted new studies, piquing the interest of olfactory researchers bent on understanding more about the coronavirus. Now, what I find interesting about that is that when it comes to the Delta variant, like it says here in this article from Channel 6, is that we're not seeing that as much. It says that it's still possible, but we're just not seeing it as commonly. And somebody named Dr. Willie Ford said that. He has a first name and a last name for a last name, Willie Ford. You know what I'm saying? He said more data is needed to determine which symptoms are specific to the Delta variant. All right, so this is important. We need more data to determine which symptoms are specific to the Delta variant. All right, that's important. He added that just 2 months ago, we weren't seeing as many cases of COVID, but now it's circulating rapidly through the community. So the odds of you coming in contact with the virus are much greater, all right? So if you have symptoms that are anywhere out of the ordinary, I think the first thing you should do is think about getting a COVID-19 test. Isn't that what I just said? Isn't that exactly what I said? And certainly if you're having fevers or having more noticeable symptoms, you should most certainly get a COVID-19 test and try to avoid being around other people to prevent spreading. But, you know, we have these people in the population who feel that it's their, you know, First Amendment right to spread COVID all over the place, you know, and go into stores with no shirts and barefoot, you know what I mean? So, you know, there's that. These people that have the right to free speech and breathe biohazardous breath all over you, you know, you can only protect yourself. I deal with COVID the same way I deal with driving. It's not that I'm worried about myself. I'm worried about other people. And I also understand that other people are idiots And there's a lot of people in the world currently that are really politicizing these things. And you know what they say. People who aren't compliant with at least 50% of the COVID, CDC recommendations, it goes hand in hand with something else that goes hand in hand with privilege. Just saying. He said it can also be a little tricky to tell if you have COVID-19 or one of the variants if you're fully vaccinated, which is interesting, right? Watch some of my other content because we have some content where we're talking about certain issues that are going on with the vaccinations and certain strains. You guys need to watch those videos, all right? Keep in mind, breakthrough cases can happen. Now, I have a question. If you guys have been watching my content, then you should know this. So you're going to be getting quizzes if you watch these videos. What variant is causing the most breakthrough cases? So if you're not feeling well, Dr. Willie Ford said it's best to err on the side of caution and get tested for COVID. All right. So now I have a question for you guys. Doesn't that sound familiar to what I said in the beginning? If you're starting to notice some of those symptoms, then what you might need to do is you might need to go ahead and go get tested. Nobody said, oh, you can get the jab. Nobody said any of that. I said, if all of a sudden you feel like you have to take symptoms that you would usually take Benadryl, Claritin, or Zyrtec for, and those symptoms came out of nowhere and they persist, possibly you start to get a headache or a fever, you might want to start wearing a mask, get in contact with your physician, and get a COVID test. Stay away from people. Stay away from your family. Don't use your First Amendment right to breathe on people. Use your First Amendment right to do the right thing so that you don't get everybody in your family sick. It'd be terrible if your grandmother dropped dead because you wanted to be, I don't know. You feel like you missed January 6th, so this is your way of rebelling, I guess. I don't know. All right. So guess what, y'all? With that being said, that's the end of this video. If you're not subscribed to the channel, you already know what to do. Make sure you smash the like button, share this video out to all of your followers. Watch the video from start to the end. Once you get to the end, if you are not subscribed to the channel, hit one of the 3 circles. If you are subscribed to the channel, hit the square. All right. And I will catch you all on my next video. All right. Peace.